Hello student, welcome to YourPedia Education. As you know, we have started a series where we keep on updating and informing you people about various opportunities in foreign admission. Whether that is in reference to your MS program after completion of your bachelor, or whether that is in reference to PhD program after master, or postdoctorate fellowship after PhD and jobs related to this domain. So today I am here with one such opportunity that is available with this MPSP. Max Planck Schools of Photonics. So before proceeding ahead and going into detailed analysis, what is last application deadlines, what is academic admission requirement, and some information about tuition fee, and is there any funding or scholarship available, and what are the different program or mode we can opt for. Let us just discuss in brief about this program. See, when we listen this term photonics, the very first basic things which I can sense, which comes to my mind, that is the science of light. It deals with generating, manipulating, controlling and detecting of lights or photon. And one thing you know very well, if you say you are very good at manipulating and controlling something or someone, it means you can use effectively that someone or something to fulfill or solve your purpose. The same is with this technology. Let us take a practical example, don't go much technical. If I say I am very good at manipulating and controlling someone, it means I can utilize that fellow really well and effectively to solve my purpose and to solve my objective. The same thing is with photonics. It is the technology of mastering light. Once you know you are good enough in mastering the light, then you are quite effective, you use this technology in various fields. You take any of the application, talk about communication today, you talk about computation today, what you want? You want it everything to happen at very fast rate, at the same time energy efficient. Light travel faster. The simple solution is use light to transmit and process the information. That is exactly what photonics technology is doing. So why I am discussing this? See, who should explore this opportunity and who should join this? This opportunity is best suited for that candidate who loves physics, who really want to become a researcher in prestigious scientific field. If I say who loves physics, it doesn't mean that the only person having hardcore profile in physics can go for this. No. If you have done your background education in electronics and communication, you have done in electrical engineering, and you think you are quite comfortable and you have good enough knowledge of quantum mechanics, solid state physics, semiconductor devices, optoelectronics, fiber optics communication, electromagnetics, you have some knowledge of nanoscience and nanotechnology, then this opportunity is really great for you fellow as well as, and this is the right choice for PhD. Fine. So hopefully in brief I discussed with you to whom this opportunity is best suited for. So let us discuss in brief about this program. So if you see here, application deadline is 1st December for intake in the next academic year, right? Next thing is tuition fee per semester in EUR, that is none, zero, which is very good news for every student. So now what are the different programs you can opt for with this university? See, there are two possibilities. Either you are going after bachelor, either you are going after completing your master's. So if you are going directly after completing your master's, so you start your journey with this university directly with the research phase or PhD project, and it will take almost 3 years to complete the entire process. But if you are going after bachelor, then there is a 2-phase PhD program. It will take up to 5 years, which is split it 2 years plus 3 years. First 2 years are the study phase, which will be a qualified degree or master program prerequisite for the research phase. Once you complete that, then you become eligible to enter into research phase or PhD project. So keeping the 5-year program apart, I am discussing here most of the thing about PhD project or research phase. Okay, now you can see here that if you are a PhD candidate, with this institute, you can conduct your research at one of our 17 network partner institutions. So these are the 17 network partner institutions. At any one of institute, you can carry out your research. Fine. Now, see. Next thing is Funding opportunity within the university, yes, there is funding. That earlier I have told, there is a very good funding of 4800 euro per month. Next thing, description of above funding opportunity within the university. See, when someone is providing you funding, then there are certain roles and responsibility you need to play. So it's quite obvious, as a PhD student you will hold a full position as a scientist according to German salary at least of 4800 EUR before the taxes, which is I guess a huge amount and great amount to complete your study, right? So now what are the academic admission requirements. So for research phase, applicants are required to have MSc, Master of Engineering, Master of Technology degree with significant exposure to physics, engineering or related subject. That I have discussed with you in the introductions or introductory point about this program. If you belong to electronics, you belong to electrical engineering, you can go with pleasure, provided the condition which I have discussed with you earlier, right? Now see, you must have comprehensive CV, letter of motivation, GRE general test or physics or math subject test. This is strongly recommended but not mandatory, and 2 letter of recommendation. So this is the part where YourPedia is going to help you and we are going to assist you people, right? Now see, whether you have done BTech, whether you have done MTech, you have done PhD or you are working professional, there are a lot of opportunity with abroad universities and even with good funding. But when the term funding come into picture, so they are expecting something from you. You must have at least some work experience or introductory research exposure in relevant to that project for which they are hiring you. Simple thing, right? So if I talk about this MPSP, Max Planck Schools of Photonics, they don't have mentioned any particular project that we need the PhD scholar for this project only, no. But if you have done your work or you are working in imaging and sensing technology, you are working in, let us say, nanophotonics, you are working in biophotonics, you are working in X-ray science domain, you are working in basically quantum optics and spectroscopy, you are working in solar energy department, and you are working in optical design, then you are the right and suitable or potential candidate for this university. You have a great chances of selection. You can secure your position easily. Why I am saying this? See, most of the project, whatever are going currently in this MPSP, they all are in the periphery of this domain which I discussed with you. So if you have already done any introductory work related to this domain, it will be quite easier for you people to relate that work to the prerequisite they are asking from the candidate. So this is a learning curve for the today's MTech candidates. They ask, sir, what project I should choose? The answer is simple. If you have a vision that you want to go this university, you want to join this program in PhD, then think according to that. Try to complete or try to take some introductory research program related to that PhD program. Let us say, for example, you are doing MTech in electrical engineering, right? So you say, I am interested in photonics further. So you do your project in the solar cell. See, photonics technology also provide you to improve the efficiency of solar cell. You can use the concept of band gap engineering. You can use the nanophotonics coating to improve the solar cells. I'm not saying you do the entire work on the MTech level, but if you have done some introductory work related to this, then your entry for the PhD program is quite easier. Basically, that introductory work is going to bridge your journey with that university. Hopefully you got my point, right? And apart from this, YourPedia is going to help you to choose your research topic. Okay, most of the time students say, sir, this is my research topic. But honestly telling, 90% of the time, the research topic which students share with us, they are all very broad topic. And if you have a broad research topic, it is not easily manageable. So the very first thing, I suggest you people, narrow your research topic so that it become manageable. Because if your topic is too broad, you will get too much information and you will get lost. You will not able to focus. So now how to narrow your research topics, you need to do a bit of background reading. Now how to do that background reading, what are the different resources for that background reading, that we are going to assist. So hopefully in this video, I made my point very clear, what are the requirements and who are the right candidate and potential candidate to join this program. Fine, thank you.